Hello there, friends. How you doing today? Matthews here from M&L FOREX Traders. I hope you're doing all right. Okay, so today I wanted to actually do some trade review. Okay, I want to actually share some of the trades we took last week, and yeah. So one of those, I'm going to share 3 trades, right? And then two of those were winners and one was a loser. Of course, these are not all the only trades we took last week. We took a couple of them, yeah, but some tended to be winners, some tended to be losers, and that's how it is. All right. So I want just to take you through the process and what made me buy or sell that particular pair, right, or commodity or whatever. All right. So let's get started. By the way, if you're new to our channel, please consider subscribing because we provide valuable content here. Okay, something that will actually help you grow in your trading career. Okay, so please take your time and make sure that you subscribe, like the video, also comment in the comment section if there's something that you want us to talk about. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, man or lady. Thank you so much for always checking us through. All right. So let's just get started right now. So this is what I saw on USD Swiss. We had the very beautiful QML pattern, the advanced QML, of course. Let me just share. Let me just go to my 4-hourly. Okay, on my 4-hour, I saw something very nice, and this is what happened. Yeah, so let me just scroll back right here. Yeah, so this was my 4-hourly time frame. And I saw something really nice and I was like, okay, this can be something. Okay, if you've been asked for a long time now, you must be able to actually spot exactly what I'm looking at right now. So what we had on USD Swiss was this. First of all, we had the basic QML here. So that's my QML right here. QML right here, and then I had my low right here, low and break of structure right there. So I'll quickly switch to the 1 hour. I think it would be much better that side on the lower time frame. And after that we had a lower low, right? We had this lower low here, and then the market gave us another lower low and another lower low right here. Yeah, so another lower low here and another one right there. Okay, so let's go to our 1 hour time frame so that we actually be able to, let's try 2 hourly. I think this would be better so that we actually see what happened in this particular market. Okay, yeah, so this is what we had right here. As you can see, it's a basic QML, right? You make sure you have to have your high, your low right here, and your higher high. Okay, so this is what we need first, and then we have a break of structure right here. So once this happened, I was like, okay, I need to look at how is the market now coming back to our level. Okay, so you look to the right and see how the market is coming to you. How is the market coming to you? That's very important. You guys, we've discussed so far. We've discussed the diamond setup and the fake out. Okay, so you guys by now you must be pros in identifying when it comes to identifying these levels. Okay, so remember, always look for these things. It can be either be a fake out, an SR flip fake out, it can be diamond fake out, it can be compression, or it can be a CPLQ. So all those are ways in which the market can come to you. So you have to be in a position where you're able to identify these things. If you can't, then most likely you're going to miss out on a lot of things. Okay, so this is important. This is really important, and I can't overemphasize this. So I look for a level where the market is respecting. I look at the level where the market has acted as resistance. Okay, and this level must be, I must mention this, it must be nearer to where the QML is. Okay, so I had my R1 right here, my R1, which is resistance 1, and I'll count this as my resistance 2, right here, and then another one here as my resistance 3. So it's always important that you have this fake out. Personally, this is one of my favorite, actually one of my favorite setup, because it works most of the time. Okay, and the risk to reward ratio is actually very good. So when you have a presentation like this is really nice, because what this does is it tells you that right here at this resistance, retail traders are trying to sell at this level, right? And you know how it is when market has formed this resistance, it has to be taken out. Okay, why does it have to be taken out? Because smart money knows that they know that at this level here there are a lot of retail traders trying to sell. Therefore, we have to make sure that we take them out, and then market goes in the way they had actually thought it was going to go. That's liquidity. So they grab this liquidity and make the market go in the direction you thought it was going to go. Okay, so that's what they do. So you have to be aware of that, so that you don't fall prey every time. So you have to make sure that you do that. Otherwise, you're going to be taken out all the time. Make sure that you protect yourself by knowing some of these strategies. So I'll just use this right here. Just use this one here, and yeah, always remember to use the one at the very top. Okay, use the one at the very top right here. Let me just delete this. Yeah, so when I saw this, I was like, okay, this is really nice. So what do? I need to find a fresh supply zone. Okay, of course it can be anywhere around that level. Okay, it can be anywhere around here. So what do I have to do? I have to make sure that I go to the lower time frame and find that fresh supply zone. I have to go to the lower time frame to find that fresh supply zone. Okay, so I'll go to my 30 minutes time frame. I mean, let me go to my 30 minutes. Let me go to my 30 minutes and see what happens. So what I'm doing is multiple time frame analysis. It's called a top-down approach. It's very important because it enables you to be able to predict the market, to predict the turning point of the market with that accuracy. Okay, so it's really important that you are able to do this. Otherwise, you keep missing a lot of trades. So you go to your lower time frame and try to pinpoint your base. Okay, so in this particular case, we had the rally base drop. So I'll look for my rally base drop, which is rally base drop. Okay, and then I'll look at that candle there, right there, right, that candle there. Remember, it's the last bullish candle before the bearish move for the supply zone, and the last uh, bearish candle before the bullish move when you're looking at the demand zone. Always remember that. So you go specifically to that particular area and look for my level. So right there, I find my level that is actually here. So I can pinpoint somewhere around this level. That's where I want to sell from. Okay. So now that I've identified my level, then I can go back to my probably like 1 hour, so that I can actually have a bigger picture of what is happening there. Okay. So this is the same thing that we actually seen on the 30 minutes time frame, but right now we're able to have a bigger picture of what is happening. Okay, so this right here, can just zoom out a little bit. Yeah, so this right here is my fake out zone. So this is my fake out zone. Why is it called the fake out zone? Because people will get trapped here. The retail traders will get trapped here because they'll be trying to sell at resistance. Okay, so we understand that these people have to be taken out for market to actually what, reverse in the direction that we want it to go. And then on top of that is what, the rally base drop supply zone. Okay, rally base supply zone, and that's how it is. So what our aim now is to wait for the market to break this resistance here. Once the market breaks it, and usually it breaks this resistance with momentum in order to trick these people into buying, into selling. Right here, as you can see, as the market was coming to this level, it was actually compressing. Yeah, it was actually compressing. If you know, this can actually be called a CPLQ, because market compressed as it was coming this level, and then it grabbed that liquidity there and then dropped. Okay, so this is a CPLQ. CPLQ, CPLQ, which is compression plus liquidity. Okay, so that's how it is. The market compressed as it was coming to that level, and what happened? The market just took out of this, took people out, and then dropped. Okay, so if you are trying to sell at this resistance here, you'd have been taken out because the stop loss is going to be somewhere around that level. So when I see that, I wait for the fake out to happen. After the fake out has happened, I sell. Where do I put my stop loss? My stop loss is going to be above my supply zone. All right, so it's important to make sure that you actually leave some space. Make sure you put some I don't know what kind of a trader you are. Others are really conservative, others can actually, they want that sniper entry, just that they're going to use a small stop loss. So whatever you risk is all up to you, but make sure that you leave some space so that if you look at this, you find that the market actually didn't really respect that particular level, so it took out also people who tried to sell here and then later went in the direction. So if you were unlucky, you'd have been taken out and the market would have left you. And but look what happened after that. The market dropped like how many pips? Let me try to measure this. Dropped like how many pips? This is like 150 pips. Okay, and this was a perfect setup. So this is a fake out, a QML plus fake out plus CPLQ. Okay, so this is QML plus CPLQ. Very nice setup. Okay, so you guys let me know if you want me to make an individual video on this particular setup. Let me know in the comment section if you'd want me to do that. Otherwise, this is what we had. It was really nice. The market worked out according to what we thought was going to happen. So I actually sent this same setup in our public group. Actually, if they even shared it on Facebook. So if you actually caught this, you were actually very lucky. Okay, this was USD Swiss. As you can see, this was posted. When was this? Let me just confirm. Yeah, on the 24th of November. All right, this was the same particular setup, as you can see, and the market dropped beautifully. So from here, this is what happened. Okay, it was sent here, and now look, it has dropped over 150 pips. Very nice setup, right? Yeah. So of course, not all trades are going to work out this nice. Not all trades will be like this. They're always going to be losers and everything. So you have to make sure that you take care of the downside. Make sure you have the stop loss in place, and make sure you only risk the amount that you are actually comfortable losing, because nothing is guaranteed in these markets. The same setup can work, and next day you try it, the same setup can actually fail. So what am I trying to say? It's the thing is, the outcome of an individual trade is purely random. Okay, so we cannot predict and say, okay, this particular trade is going to work. We don't know that. We only have an edge. We understand that there's the likelihood of it happening and like it not happening, but we don't know which particular trade is going to happen, is going to actually go into profits, right? Yeah. So talking about losers, let's look at the other trade which actually turned out to be a loss. Let me show you guys. So I hope this was clear, guys. If it was not, please comment in the comment section so that maybe you can actually tell me where I didn't understand, so that next time I can actually talk about it. All right, so this is what we had. This was the USD Swiss. All right, let's look at GBP AUD. All right, this one was a loser. Let me explain. Let me just show you what happened and what I saw, what made me take this particular trade and everything. Let's just dive into that. So right here, I saw something very nice at this level here. Okay, so if you zoom in a little bit, you are going to see what I'm talking about. Okay, let me just try to zoom out a little bit and make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Yeah. I think I'm looking at the right thing. Yeah, so here. Okay, so focus where I'm putting that circle there. It was actually this. Yeah, so what happened here? Let me delete that. This was what I saw personally. So this one was a higher high. That was my higher high. This was my higher high right here, and this was my QML. I hope you guys can agree that they're quite close, but not really it's almost the same level, so it qualifies to be a QML. Then yeah, there was break of structure right here. Okay, then what I do, I look for levels in which I look at the approach in which the market starts to come back to me. So that's very important. Look at how is the market coming back to you. Remember, I look for those 4 things. Okay, I'm looking for a fake out, I'm looking for a CPLQ, I'm looking for a CP only, I'm looking for a diamond. If I can't see that, I can't take a trade, man. I can't take the trade. So I'll always wait for those confirmations, and then I can actually after identifying that, then I can actually take a trade. So I saw this. There was something happening right here. Okay, I think it was a little bit in front. I think somewhere, yeah, somewhere here, yeah. So you guys make sure that the fake out is nearer to where the QML is. The nearer, the better. Okay. So right here, I had my R1. R1. Okay. My R1 right here, and then I had my R2 right here. So what you're going to realize that my setups are quite very similar. So what that tells you is that I follow a specific strategy. Okay, it's either it's there or it's not there, and if it's not there, I'm not taking the trade. Okay, so probably I think my stop loss was just quite too tight. Probably I think that's the reason why I was taken out. I think my none was very close. Yeah, I think it must have been very close. Yeah, let's see. Which one? I think I'm now getting confused here. Which trade? Yeah, yeah, I think I used this one right here. Yeah, I used this one right here. So my R1 was had R1 here, R1, and my R2 was here. Yeah, my R2 was there, and then R3 was here. Yeah, sorry about that. I can't exactly remember where, but this was the setup that I had, and I wanted to sell when the market like came to that level. I don't know. I have to confirm. But yeah, this is what happened. I got taken out. Probably my stop loss was really tight. Yeah, I think something like this. Of course, I should have moved my stop loss probably a little bit higher, but yeah, it happens. I was taken out. I think my stop loss was quite too close. My stop loss was too close, hence I was taken out. Okay, lesson learned there, guys. So make sure that you don't tighten your stop loss. If your stop loss is very tight, you'll be taken out and the market will go in your favor, and that sucks, guys. That sucks very, very much. So make sure that you do that. Make sure that you actually uh make sure that you make sure that your stop loss is not too tight and not too big as well. Okay, because the market continues to go in against you and your stop loss is wide, well, you can lose a lot of money, right? Just like that. So it's always important that you uh, you position a stop loss at a level where it invalidates your trading setup and you're okay losing such amount of money. That's very important, guys. So that was my rally base drop supply. So okay, yeah. So I was taken out probably because I think I was scared of losing. I put my stop loss too tight. Okay, but you can imagine, you can actually see this setup is actually still valid if you consider adjusting your stop loss up to that level there. You realize that this is still valid. Okay, this trade is still valid. Actually, I was just taken out prematurely actually because my stop loss was too close. So this is how it is. You can actually take advantage of this. Of course, it's not a signal. Wait for the confirmation. If the market keeps on dropping, you can jump in. But if it continues to go up, please stay away. Yeah. I hope I'm analyzing the same pair right here. Let me just confirm. GBP AUD. Let me see. I actually posted this somewhere. Let me just confirm, guys. Let me just confirm. GBP AUD, GBP AUD. So this was the before. This was the before. Okay. Yeah, I was taken out. The after is this. Ah, no. I see where it is. Okay. I see. So I thought so. I was analyzing a wrong pair. Right where it is now is where you're supposed to sell from. Okay. For me, I think I wanted to sell from this level right here. Yeah. So sorry about that, guys. I'm sure you've seen the before picture was actually this one here, this one right here, and if you can see it clearly, we had more like a basic QML there, and we had an SR flip, and then the market broke out of this resistance here, and then I wanted to sell from there, and you can see my stop loss was quite very tight, and then the market pushed to the upside, as you can see in this particular picture right here. So now approaching a level where you can actually sell this coming week right here. So I mean, pardon me for that, guys. I hope you understand. Okay, I hope you understand. So yeah. So where I wanted to sell from. Okay, let me just do this quickly. I show you guys. Really sorry about that. Really sorry. What happened was here. Where I wanted to sell from was at this label here. So yeah, we had the higher high right here. Let's do a quick one, and then we had the QML somewhere here. I'm sure on the lower time frame it will be much better. Yeah. So let me go to my 30 minutes. I'm go to my 30 minutes. See, must be very clear there. Yeah. So this is what happened, guys. So this one took me out literally took me out, and it's now looking like it's about to start coming down. So yeah, I used the 30 minutes. So this is what I saw right here. As you can see, this was a nice QML setup as well. Yeah, and then there was my lower low. Yeah, my low was here, and there were break of structure right there. Yeah, so something like this. Okay, and then there was this was my at this level we had an SR flip. Let me just zoom out. We had an SR flip around this level. Okay, so let me just try to join this very nicely. Yeah, so we had an SR flip just at this level. My QML was there, my higher high was there. Okay, so therefore I wanted to sell from here. Okay, I wanted to sell from there, and you can see what happened there. The market just literally went to the roof. Okay, so my plan was to do this, to sell right here. Okay, pardon me about that, guys. I don't know what happened. I think just forgot, and I didn't look at the picture. Yeah, so this is what happened. And the market took me out right there. This was a quite a decent trade actually. This was a decent setup. It just failed to actually work, which is very common. You guys, you should never put so much confidence in a trade, like in one particular trade. Yeah, never put so much confidence. Otherwise, if that particular trade doesn't work out, you'll be like, probably I've even put a lot of money on that particular trade with hope that it's going to work. Nothing happens like that. So you always have to make sure that you stick to your risk management, because we don't know which particular trade is going to win, but at the end of the day, we know that we're going to be profitable because we have a strategy with an edge. That's the most important thing. So this is what happened, guys, and the market took me out. Probably maybe this wasn't the perfect QML. The QML wasn't the right location. Yeah, of course we can't justify our losses or our losses. These things happen. Okay, so this is what happened. We were taken out, and the market went just like that. Took me out from this level right here. My stop loss was quite tight. At a very tight stop loss. Yeah, I used this most likely. Yeah, at a very tight stop loss, and the market took me out. No shame in that, guys. These things happen all the time. These things happen all the time. So uh, make sure that you're always using the right risk management. Make sure that you don't or try to over risk. Don't try to make a lot of money on that particular trade, because you can just be taken out and the market keeps going against you. All right, so it's that important. So you guys, comment in the comment section if you've made any of such mistakes where you maybe probably over risked and the market didn't go, or you got lucky and actually made a lot of money. So such things happen. Okay, so this is what we have, and currently the market is somewhat at that level, and we might have a QML there and or not, but yeah, there is a QML right there. So try to look at that, and the market actually rejected that level with some nice candles, as you can see. That shows you that there's something there. But of course, it's not a signal. Do your own analysis and make sure that you are convinced that the market is most likely to reverse, and you can do whatever you want to do. Otherwise, this is what I want to show you guys. So I had the last pair. The last pair that I wanted to show you, to share with you guys, is copper. We had something nice happen on copper this last week, and I really hope you actually took part of that move that we had on copper last week. So again, just like the previous one, I want to show you my reasoning behind what happened and why I took the trade. And yeah, as simple as that. I don't want to actually bore you guys. So like as usual, this is my higher high right here. This is my higher high, and this right here is my QML. and this right here was my low and break of structure. Okay, I hope this is not new to you guys. I hope this is not new. I believe it's not new. So after this, after identifying this, what's the next thing that I identify? I want to look at how the market is coming back. How is the market coming back to my level? Okay, and remember, we look for what? We look for fake outs. We look for tricks that the market is trying to play. Those are the things we look at, because the market has what the smart money does is they want you to buy when they're about to sell, and they want you to sell when they're about to buy. So you have to be very careful. Avoid levels where the market has come to several times. Avoid trying to buy or sell from a resistance or support which has been tested several times, because it actually makes that particular place weaker. All right, so it makes that level very weak, such that it attracts these smart money guys to actually break that level and grab the liquidity above that level and actually use it against you. So it's really important that you do that. Okay, so this is what happened, and my plan was to sell at this level. Okay, so you look for that particular level where the market is going to reverse from. So this is what I had a rally base drop supply zone. Okay, a rally base drop supply zone, and yeah, so this is a rally base drop supply zone, right? And then from here I have my fake out zone right here. So fake out zone right here. So this is where all the fake out happened. Look what we had: resistance, resistance, resistance. What happened? The market goes up, takes out this liquidity, and then drops. You see how we get tricked every time? Yeah, this happens always. This is what happens always. So you have to make sure that you know what's against you so that you can avoid certain things. Okay, so this is what we had. This is what I was looking for. After I saw this QML right here, I was like, okay, I'm looking to sell right here. I'll wait for price to come to that level, and once market comes there, I'll sell. So, and the market broke this resistance, came to my level, dropped a little bit, and then pushed to the upside, was almost taken out there. But make sure that your stop loss is always above that higher high there. Make sure it's pips above that level. Otherwise, just be taken out and the market will go in your favor. And that really sucks. Like that really, really, really sucks. And you can avoid that. Make sure that you always leave some pips above that level. And the market dropped like how many pips? The market dropped like 2 that's like 224, 225 pips. It have made some good money on that particular trade. Just this particular one. And gold, you know how gold moves. I mean, copper. This was copper actually. 229. That was massive, guys. 229 pips. That was massive. And of course, if you were in our private community, you'd have enjoyed this particular move, because yes, I shared this particular trade. Okay, let me show you that I'm not just bluffing, but I actually did share this particular trade. And yeah, this was how it was right here. See, what date was this? This was on the 23rd. I shared this particular trade. This is copper, as you can see. And yeah, it happened to drop. And yeah, that's really nice. You can see stop loss was there, take profit was there, and the market dropped. So this is how it was after the analysis, and then now the market dropped like that. So that was a really nice drop, a drop of almost 230 pips on one particular trade. Just one trade gives me 230 pips. That's really nice, guys. So please, if you want to join us, if you want to be part of us, and so that you can be able to trade real time with us, the links are down in the description. All right. We share a setup. Don't just tell you to sell or buy. We actually give you a setup. We show you why we are buying. Okay, so that we're not buying blindly or selling blindly. No, we want to explain to you why we are buying or selling by sending you a setup. Okay, so again, if you want to know how we trade, you want to know how to trade the Quasimodo strategy, the advanced Quasimodo strategy, you can actually contact us by our various social media platforms. We can actually help you. Also, the links are down in the description. Please subscribe if you find the value in this content that I'm actually giving you. Please consider subscribing, like the video, comment in the comment section. A brother of mine commented the previous yesterday. They asked what kind of setup actually what kind of confirmation I look for. I actually responded to that guy. So it's always important that you guys communicate with me so that I try to answer your questions as much as possible. All right. So thank you so much for watching our videos. We appreciate you. We appreciate actually you actually give us motivation to produce more videos like this. It shows that people are actually interested and they're actually finding value in this. So without wasting much of your time, thank you so much and have a blessed uh, day or night and have a productive week next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.